the speech with what's her name? I can't think of her name, but she's Farrakhan's daughter, and she basically said black women have become they've turned into black men, like they want to be black men, and they don't even know it. I was like, damn, it's kind of interesting because it's not their fault to a certain extent because it's almost like the whole community of business owners, this nation completely has put the black man so low on the totem pole to where it's like, oh, we fear you. You're a problem. You're this, that, and the other. Just immediately. That's why black men are hired way less than black women. That's why black men go to jail faster than anybody because their profile. Right. So if you got that, and then you got like systems like projects and HUD and welfare and all these different systems that say, you're not going to get these benefits if you have a black man in the family. Yeah. If you have a black man in the home, if you're not going to get, you should go after child support. It's weird. White men have made our women the men in the family. Yeah, I agree. It's crazy though. That's why I said no black woman should be a feminist, in my opinion. I don't think so either. She should be concerned with being black first, not going against men. Right, exactly. Because our men have enough going against them. They don't need us anti them also. Man. They need us to be up under them and support them and help them build and all that stuff. Like, if they had us backing them up, they're already unstoppable. I don't think a lot of black men know that either. They're already unstoppable. But if we really supported them the way that we should, this country, the world wouldn't be able to do nothing with us at all. A lot of people like to attribute it to, black men just lazy. They just want to be thugs and this, that, and other. Some of them do. Some of them are like that, but most of them genuinely care. We're not violent people like that. Right. We've learned violence from our oppressors. Right. It's weird because when you think about, how do I say it? When you think about the way that shit is run in the family, okay, they say the backbone of the family. The backbone is where everything comes from. The backbone in the black family is the black woman. But the backbone in the white family is the white man. Right. How come we're not considered the backbones of our family? Y'all are in my family, but I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, your family is like that. Yeah. Some of them is just not like that. And I always wonder, like, why do we think this way? Why are we like that? I think it has a lot to do with how many tactics the white man has to get our backbone out of the family. If they can keep that black man out of the family, then they can keep us dependent on them. And since we're depending on the people that are oppressing us, we never get ahead. Right. And my biological dad was never around. He was just horrible. I've seen him maybe 4 or 5 times my whole life. That was by his choice. But in the same breath, my mom put him on child support since he was never there. He never paid his child support, and child support law says if you don't pay your child support, you go to jail. If he goes to jail, what can he do for his family then? What could he do for his kid then? And they don't give a shit. Right, at all. At that point, he just becomes an indentured servant for them. Right. And there are so many different programs out there that are like that. For one, let's just take police out of it, because we know who they target. Let's take police out of it. Education. There are more black women getting, how do I say it? There are more scholarships for black women than there are for black men. I mean, that's just a fact. You got a lot of scholarships that are for black people in general, but more for black women than black men. And then on top of that, at the nucleus of our ways of thinking, we'll look at it like, oh, well, what's the black man's first priority? What's his first job in the family? In any other family is to protect, but to us is to provide. Yeah. So we become looked at as just money, basically. Money and dick. Why is that? I don't understand that. I don't. Like priorities should consist from a natural base to me, because if you take out all the money, you take out rent, you take all this shit away, what's my natural duties? What would I do without being taught? Protect. Yeah. You know, and when you make a woman feel like, oh, she don't need to be protected and all she need is money, that's backwards, man. That's dangerous. Right.
It is.
That's dangerous. And I'm not somebody that is needing of money. Like, I know how to get money. I've always known how to get money. I've been homeless before. I've been poor. I've been up thousands and thousands of dollars. I've been able to go wherever I want to go, do whatever I want to do at certain points in my life. But there's something to be said about, you know, going without and building that certain level of character. And on top of that, I would have never been afforded the ability to do the things that I want to do, or be able to get the money that I want to get without having an idea and going to work and make it happen. Right. Like, everybody's not able to do that. So you need a system in play. If you take away the jobs, what do we have? We got dope. We got, you know, robbing, stealing. You gonna figure out a way to make it happen. Right. Damn, there was something else I wanted to touch on. If they actually put it like this, in certain countries, selling heroin, cocaine, all that shit is legal. Completely legal. Crime is down. Not that many people do it. You know, they've evolved into a way that they just realized on their own without the government coming in that we shouldn't do this or we should do this. With our community, it's like as soon as we figure out a way to get money or figure out a way to change our social status, they'll come in and they'll take it. We've seen them do it with rock and roll. We've seen them do it with hip hop. Yeah. We've seen them do it with crack. Yeah. Crack changed a lot of people's lives. It did a lot of bad, but it did way more good than bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. Right. There's people that was able to take care of their whole families, get their families out of certain situations, be able to change the social construct and really set their kids on a path intellectually. Even if dad went to jail, he was able to send his kids to school, teach them different things, show them what money looked like, you know, show them something different. And to me, that's the problem with the ghetto. You don't show them anything. They don't see anything. Right. Man, I've been out of town, and I'm sorry I'm going so long on this. It's okay. I've been out of town with my own family members that never really leave here. And you should see how amazed they are at just looking at certain cities. And I've already been there, so I just be like, what? Like, why you acting like that, man? It make me feel like I'm like almost with a slave. And that sounds fucked up, but you know how people like, oh, your house is nice, sir. Yeah. One of them motherfuckers. But if you used to seeing that, it's like, you know, it's a nice place. Yeah. You know? Right. But to them, they look at it like, oh my God, look at the buildings. Look at the yard. Like they never been anywhere, man. And to me, that's what poverty does to people. Definitely. I've experienced that before too. It's kind of funny, but because I haven't been a whole lot of places, but in a sense, I kind of have been a whole lot of places. So not a whole lot
really shocks me, I guess. I'm
Right.
like, oh, that's pretty, or this house is beautiful, and then I just move on about it. But
Right. This is girl. She was my friend. She's only like, I used to work with her. She was 20, 21.
Mm-hmm.
This chick has been to Italy. She's been to everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. She says she's never been to Africa. She's been to Russia. She's been all these different places,
Really?
seen all these different cultures. This chick has no idea who Michael Jordan is. She don't know much about Michael Jackson. She don't know shit about her own people, but she grew up in privilege.
Mm-hmm.
So they boxed her off from the world.
Yeah.
But at the same time, her money afforded her to go places and see different things. And that was an interesting
Is it a
dichotomy
black girl?
for me. No, she's white.
White girl. Oh,
And I was like, what the? How is that possible?
But how do you not know who Michael Jackson is?
Dude, she knew who Michael Jackson is, but she don't know much about him. She couldn't name one song.
She didn't know who. Oh, wow. That's still...
Right.
Like, I have, like, little cousins, like 5, 6 years old,
Exactly.
that can sing Michael Jackson songs.
My son, he's 2. The other day, he was like, I showed him a picture of Michael Jackson, and he was like, that's not Michael Jackson. Because only thing he knew was, off the wall Michael Jackson. I never played anything beyond Thriller for him in, like, videos.
Mm-hmm.
So only thing he knew was, like, Rock With You and shit like that. And once I played, I think I played Jam, the one with Michael Jordan in it. He was like, that's not Michael Jackson. I'm like, no, that's not Michael Jackson. I was like, it's 2 different people.
He almost was.
Yeah.
He was how he was born, and then he
Right.
was after all the bleaching and the surgeries.
Right.